All right, Libra. So, we've got more than half of this reading are major arcanas. So, of course, we have Judgment here, the Hermit, and the Moon. So, what I feel that is important for some of you signs, or I'm sorry, for some of you Libras, is the sign of Scorpio. Oh, that's interesting because I'm getting a water sign. So I feel like the water signs, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio may be of importance to you, but I can't help and ignore. Obviously, Libra, you are an air sign. We do have the Page of Swords here. So the other air signs that may be of importance to you would be Gemini and Aquarius. So I feel like I don't really like this kind of, when I'm looking at this energy, and this came up for the Cancer reading too, kind of came up a little bit for Capricorn, but it was like, quiet, loud, quiet, working together, then quiet. It's kind of like, this may be a symbolism for 2 steps forward, 1 step back. There's communication or lack of communication. There's communication, lack of communication. Then there's communication working together. And so I feel like this energy is just like there's a ripple effect. It's kind of sporadic. I don't like the Page of Swords, especially in reverse. I feel like somebody is kind of either, making talk or small talk or, but they're not following through. And I'm getting something where I got this before for you. There's a lot here that refers to like isolation. And I did want to say, before I get to that, besides the water signs, the Hermit, Virgo, may be also of importance, or something happening around the Virgo period. But I get like there's secrets. There's still secrets that, or concern or anxiety. I feel like, somebody may be, especially there's some cards here that really represent spiritual work for me. And I feel like somebody is maybe developing or slowly uncovering some spiritual awakening, some spiritual abilities, some psychic abilities. There may even be news or an announcement about it. But then I get like something gets held back, or maybe somebody makes an announcement and then there's a withdrawal. Somebody doesn't follow through, or there's a delay on something developing. And I'm also getting spiritual development. There may also be a situation where there's involving, I can't help and ignore seeing the 3 figures here. And also 3 figures here. We also have the number 3. Maybe somebody is thinking about merging with 2 other people, or you're thinking about it, or, deciding, there may already be 2 people together and you're deciding, do you want to join this union? May even be a union, like, the Screen Actors Guild, or some kind of union that you're thinking about joining. So it could be work related is another thing that I'm getting. I'm getting, though, also there's something that maybe is possibly happening cyclically. That's not the right word. In cycles, cyclically. That's not right. Cyclically. Okay, that makes no sense. But anyway, in a cycle. Okay, in a cyclical, I think that's the right word. Cyclical. Thank you. Thank you for letting me hear that. Cyclical cycle, or it keeps happening. So I feel that this may be creating some anxiety or fear. Now, this could be also something having to do with surgery, because I'm getting exploratory. So there may be some exploratory surgery. What I'm getting with the cyclical, like, don't miss whether it's, every 3 months, every 6 months, every, once a year. Don't miss your visits with the doctor. I feel like that's important. It's important to continue something that happens in a cycle, is what I'm also getting. Now, some of you with judgment here for me, where you've been in the dark, I feel like there's a need to heal or release yourself from something or from a situation. You may be waiting to hear some news regarding, this could be, I'm looking at this card right now. I feel like this could be regarding a move, a sale of a home, an inspection of a home. You may also be waiting to hear, I'm getting something about scraping. I feel like somebody needs to go in and scrape something. So I don't know if this is a part of the body that they have to scrape, or if this is, but I'm getting like this scratching, or maybe this is laser, where they go in and remove something so that I just get, so you can have some relief, or that you can see things more clearly. Maybe this has something to do with, I'm getting something with the ability to see. So maybe somebody that this could be cataract surgery. This could be LASIK surgery. This may have to be an adjustment in terms of seeing. I do get that some of you, I feel like, are wanting to go on. I feel like this could be a spiritual retreat or spiritual journey. And I'm being pulled to someplace very spiritual for you. So, like, for me, since I'm in the United States, this reminds me of the Southwest, or Arizona, or New Mexico. I'm being pulled to the West. So some of you there's that going on, but I'm getting something about, I feel like somebody is doing something where they are possibly going on, I'm getting like, it's not just house hunting, but I feel like somebody is looking for, excuse me. Well, okay. I wonder, okay, I'm getting something with the throat. Maybe that's where that scraping goes back to. Something with the throat or the larynx. Something with the ability to speak or lack thereof. I don't know if somebody's been doing so much communication or talking that their voice has gone out, but that's what I'm getting. But besides I feel like something with home or investing in maybe possibly property. I feel like somebody is doing some kind of ghost hunting. Like they want to go and look for spirits or haunted houses. This could be clear across another side of the country, or somebody is possibly with judgment. There could be an announcement of trying to get forces together. I think that maybe there might be 3 people that are trying to get this launched. Sometimes this has to do with also communication. So being able to communicate with the other side, or you may be getting communication from the other side is what I'm hearing. And it may be coming through in dreams. In your dreams, you may be hearing communication with the other side, or you might even not in your dreams, but be lucid and very awake. And I feel like there is some sort of communication, but there's something about anxiety or sleeping. I feel like it's really important that whatever you say you're going to do, that you follow through with it. And do not let fear or anxiety hold you back. Now, this could be you, but this could also be another person who, it doesn't necessarily, I mean, they possibly could be also a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, or have it as a predominant sign in their astrological chart. So there could be news, I feel like, regarding this could be a child, a grandchild. I'm getting something possibly about adopting. So I wonder if somebody's waiting to hear for news. Oftentimes judgment for me comes up regarding legal situations. But I also get something about forgiveness. I feel like somebody is asking to be, this may be that you are invited to a baptism, or that you're wanting to forgive someone, or there's a need to forgive yourself or not be so judgmental of yourself, so critical of yourself or others. I just get, though, that there's a cleansing, a need to kind of cleanse yourself. And I'm getting something, I feel like okay, that makes sense. The number 3, I'm getting something with the 3rd chakra. And I wonder if somebody is on the way of kind of awakening and it scares them. There's fear in it. And maybe that's why they are retreating. Because I feel like, and this may not be you, this could be also somebody around you. I feel there's extremes. It's like here, like high and low, high and low. And I'm getting something with the brain. And possibly, so there may be a need to have some, if you're, on medication, or if you know somebody that's taking medicine, I just get extremes. And I wonder if there's a need to find a balance. There may be a message that somebody's waiting for, and if it's not you, regarding a doctor in terms of finding something with medication or vitamins, or maybe this is a holistic practitioner. I get really extremes here, and so I feel like balance is very important. So maybe there's an adjustment in medication that somebody's having done, that may help. Because with the moon, I feel like there's something about kind of being depressed, or, the hermit in reverse can represent impulsivity, but it can really represent extreme isolation. So maybe if this is not you, there's somebody around you, or somebody in the workplace, or you're being affected in the workplace by extreme energies or extreme people. It's kind of like, like I said, it's quiet, then there's news, then it's quiet, then there's news, then it's quiet again. It's like Cancer. It's just this up and down, like, there's a balance is really needed, or time to kind of heal. Because I'm looking at this as the Red Cross. So that comes to me, and this is Archangel Gabriel. Maybe some of you are discovering that you have a higher calling, and you're awakening to that. but there's a lack of communication with someone, maybe a group of people, or so I think what's important is that the more you can plan, like for the positive and the negative, the more that you can see what's coming in, or if you can't see what's coming in, plan for the most, like a positive thing to happen, or, like what would you do if the circumstances happen to you? Or I don't know, because I get that there's a volatile situation. Now, this definitely could be in a relationship in terms of love. And maybe the other person is a water sign, because water is coming across very strongly for me. And it's like they're communicating with you, then they're not. And then they are, and then they're not. Or you keep getting into arguments and then things are fine. And then you withdraw or they withdraw, and then, and this could also be with the pentacles in the workplace, that there's a lot of changes, or there's mergers. I'm getting mergers and acquisitions. So maybe something is changing in the workplace. The person that was kind of, the very wise person, or maybe the head of the company is, there's something about, okay, I'm getting that. I'll talk about that in a second. But I feel like there's something that's not being seen. There may be a company that is thinking about merging with another company. Maybe that's why there's so many secrets here. But I am getting something. I feel like somebody's waiting to hear news about an older figure. It could be a male or a female. And I think there's something with the brain or the brain function. So it's coming across as maybe you find that they are withdrawing more. And I feel like there's a biological reason for that. And I think someone is someone is going to the doctors or taking this person to the doctors, because I'm getting gray matter. Is that gray anatomy? I think that's a medical book. So there's something, but I'm getting with the brain is what I'm getting. Or, yeah. And something possibly with depression, or maybe somebody's having a difficult time getting older, moving around, and there's some assistance needed. So these are just some messages that I'm getting. I think what's most important is that you find your way, that you kind of stick to the plan. There may be some delays that are out of your hands. But as much as you can, just follow through is what I'm getting. And some of you are waiting to hear from a higher up, like a big decision. And some of you, so this could be a judge or an attorney regarding a child or a grandchild. But, because judgment, like I said, can be something that's regarding legal matters. And for others, you may be the one who's making a decision, but it's really kind of releasing yourself and moving from this darkness into the light. And I think some of you are kind of like, maybe it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Because there's more to be shed on this situation, whether it's in work, whether it's regarding a home or a building, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, or regarding love and a relationship. There's still secrets. I feel like there's secrets going on here.